Meet Tom Hanks. Who doesn't love Tom Hanks? I remember in a television show, I think it was called Bosom Buddies. He was absolutely terrific in it. Why do we like this guy? Well, let's talk about who he is and what he is. There's 9 face shapes. He's a pretty classic tree face. There's a lot of length to his face. So just as a tree is deeply rooted, he's deeply rooted. He can take the winds of life very nicely, likes to grow on his own, doesn't like to be trimmed back. Worst job for him would be indoors with no windows. The gift to mankind that the tree face gives is their ability to spread their branches and protect. He just is very good at taking care of anybody and everybody underneath his branches. The next thing we look at is the right and left eye. The right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona. It's our mother's influence. And the left eye is our true inner private self, and it's our father's influence. If we cover up that left eye and just look at that right eye, he is very focused and he is very intense, not in a negative way. When we cover up the right eye and look at the left eye, there's a hint of anger there. Did he have issues with his dad? I don't know. Does he have issues with a male? When you see it on one side, there's always a gender specificity that comes into play. You can't look at that forehead and say, that's a big forehead. So the basic tenet in face reading is more or less is less. What's behind the forehead? Well, the brain. So high intellect guy. He enjoys the process of thinking, deep thinker. His ears are huge. Ears are about risk-taking and longevity. Chances are, if you looked at his family tree, there'd be a lot of longevity, but this man is not afraid of taking a risk. And I'm sure he's done that throughout his entire career. There are some deep creases between the eyebrows. This is a liver indicator. If you'll notice, it's much deeper on that right side. That's often an inherited liver weakness from the mother's side. It'd be interesting to know if there's any alcoholism on his mom's side of the family. Doesn't have to be, but when you see this, you kind of get that thought. His eyebrows very low set. This has a number of meanings. One, he's very willing to help others, but also he's very approachable. Don't we all want to just kind of hang with Tom Hanks and have dinner with him? They're also very thick, which means they have a very strong constitution. Eyebrows are about passion, pride, temperament. So again, that anger indicator, he may have some temper that's kind of deep inside that he doesn't let come out very often. The reason we say that is, notice his eyelids. That left eyelid is a little droopier. This is a gallbladder indicator. The emotion of the liver gallbladder is anger. This is internalized anger. So again, I think he likes the world to look at him the way we all look at him. But my guess is that he's got some anger issues that he kind of hides deep inside. Tip of his nose, he has what's called a gourmand nose. It means gourmet. He's a quality over quantity individual. He has incredibly deep what are called falling lines or nasal labial lines. Falling means purpose and spiritual strength. This man's living his purpose. He's found it. He's living it. And he has deep spiritual strength. That's got nothing to do with religion. Don't put those as synonymous terms. Also, his lips, there's just a little bit of a waviness to his lips. If you have a straight line between your lips, you're a straight talker. Wavy lines means you don't tell the truth. I see this often with actors and actresses because they're speaking someone else's line. So if you do that enough, and he's certainly done enough movies, sometimes you'll get the illusion that you're not speaking the truth. Again, his personality comes across as a very honest, truthful guy that you kind of want to hang with. Very squared off chin, very strong chin. Chin's about character, so he's got a very strong character, and he's very, very practical. So I think that helps us understand why all of us love Tom Hanks. We're asked over and over and over again, can you read my face? The answer is yes. Matter of fact, I'd love to read your face. All you got to do is go to WTFWhyTheFace.com. Now, there's several options there. It's not a costly thing to do. First option is I can simply give you a written report. It'll be 7-8 pages long. I will read your face. I will go over psychological aspects, traits that are positive, traits that are negative, also some health issues. That is one fee. The second option is you'll also get a 7 to 8 page written report. Plus, I will physically call you. Questions will come up. I usually spend 30 to 60 minutes on the phone with you. Obviously, it's a little higher price because it's going to be more time involved. But a lot of questions will come up and you'll say, okay, I got that. But what does that really mean? And I can kind of explain a little more in depth. The third option is, again, 7 to 8 pages. I'll call you. But we can also discuss some options. If there's some things that you're concerned with, we can kind of point you in a direction. I can't physically treat you, but I can certainly make some suggestions when you talk to your own doctor. Pay attention to this or whatever it might be. So if you're interested, please upload your faces and we will be happy to read them for you. Would love to do it.